Okay, last week it was Whitney Houston, this week it was Gary Carter. I was a huge Gary Carter fan. He was my favorite player in his day, and I'm not a baseball fan, but there you go. Oh, another funny week on Nickelodeon last night. Uh, well, the concept of a guy conforming, not being himself to please a girlfriend is not original. Of course, we saw the justice of it. He's trying to impress her father. And then we run into the old owner of the Chinese restaurant who now owns the Japanese restaurant, saying how the Chinese place burned down and she used her insurance money to start up the Japanese restaurant. The sushi place made me immediately think of Sushi Rocks from Zoe 101 and the one episode People Auction where the episode burned down, and when the earthquake hits, she screams how she has no insurance. Wow. The girls kept it funny, and they were really cracking me up. Tori, Jade, Kat, Trina. When Jade said no, that cracked me up, and then, even though it was to be expected when the guitar, when something happened to the guitar, in this case it went through the window, I was still cracking up when that happened. Oh, man. And Trina being her big-headed self. Always funny. Cat trying to take the guitar together? Like that's really gonna work? And then they get everything fixed. And then the skull breaking the table. And then the earthquake to the rescue, saving them all from getting into trouble. Now the zipper down on Robbie, that was a little, I don't know, it should have been there. I didn't care for that one. But the one thing I note, the justice came. Andre's arrogant girlfriend got what was coming to her, and Andre still got the attention of the record guy. Not to mention Andre and Tori's song was very good. And notice how the restaurant owner was applauding as if they were all now reconciled. So awesome, awesome. And another new one coming up next week. Another How to Rock come up next week, but we got this week's one to talk about. Hamsters. Oh, I love hamsters. And this episode reminded me of an episode of The Simpsons where she was comparing the intelligence. Lisa was comparing the intelligence of her hamster to Bart. Yeah, and the hamster proved way smarter. The statue plot was not as funny. But I like how it all ended with the guy still getting the girl. You know what? In the hamster plot, you know what went through my mind? Why didn't they have each guy try pushing separate buttons to see which button actually opened? I mean, there were two guys in the cage. There were two buttons. Why not have one guy push each button? Then one guy gets shocked, the other opens the door. Why didn't they think of that? A girl walked by the statue of Casey, who looked very familiar, and I thought, was that Kelsey from True Jackson VP? I don't know. I know that Kelsey was kind of underutilized in that show. Okay, Super Ninjas was not on tonight, but the last episode was a cliffhanger, so we're waiting to see the continuation. Up until a few weeks ago, they were very religious about giving us a new Super Ninjas every week. And since the last one, we're left dangling to see what happens next. Now, for the past few weeks, they've been showing Bucket and Skinner reruns, which might be an indication that they are soon planning to resume showing new ones. I thought the show was canned. Maybe I was wrong. But all in all, it was a laughable night. That's good. Hopefully, next week's will be just as laughable. This is your Nickelodeon Nutcase.